Hey guys, welcome back to the House of Spoop. It is Ouija Wednesday, which means it is time for episode 2 of our kickoff series. This week, we focused on a rather common children's game, teen game, spooky game called Bloody Mary. The origins of Bloody Mary tend to differ based on who you talk to, and it's all over the internet in several different ways. However, there is an actual true origin of Mary. If you look at the Encyclopedia Britannica, you can get a great background on who Queen Mary exactly was. Mary the First, Mary Tudor, nicknamed Bloody Mary. She was born February 18th in 1516 in Greenwich, near London, England, and she died November 17th of 1558 in London. She was the first queen to rule England, and she was known as Bloody Mary for her persecution of Protestants to restore Roman Catholicism in England. That is according to the Encyclopedia Britannica, which is linked down below. I do have some other links, but those are to some other websites that have conflicting, if not incorrect, stories and backgrounds, but I included those so that we can get an idea of where the actual game came from. There's been reports going way back of people who've claimed to start the Bloody Mary game, but it's all pretty generic, with so many different variations. The game is based on a witch named Bloody Mary, and some of the names that they call them are Mary Worth, Mary Wales, Hell Mary for the appearance of Satan, Bloody Mary Worth, and Mary Worthington. So Queen Mary was of Wales at one point. Like she was made the leader of Wales, or ruler of Wales. So that Mary Wales kind of has a connection in there, and I can see where that came from. But a lot of these are names that just have kind of appeared over time from people who don't have all the facts. People say different things, which is why in this episode we have 3 different methods that we're going to try to contact Mary. The second website included there's the Castle of Spirits link, which is the link of like kind of ways that you can play the game, or ways people have played the game. I have another link which claims that the reason that Bloody Mary is bloody is not for the hanging of Protestants, but for a strange pregnancy and the circumstances around her pregnancy. And this link, this article wants to tell us that she was supposedly pregnant by her husband, King Philip. And at the time, the people of England did not trust her because they were Protestants and Catholics. And because she was persecuting Protestants, nobody really trusted her. And as a queen, it was her role to produce a son. That is the job of a queen in that time, which is incredibly sad. But I digress on that point. Supposedly, she had a pregnancy. She showed signs of pregnancy, but nobody believed her. She was locked away for 6 months and then did not produce a child, even though her symptoms of pregnancy seemed to go away. So the question is, in that story, was it a stillbirth? Did she have a child and hide it away? Was it not a young boy? Did it die? Did she get ill and die, and was she replaced? Nobody really knows what happened with that pregnancy. Was it even just a tumor? However, this is not the true story. What we do know for a fact is that this legend is based on the Bloody Mary, Queen Mary, Mary Tudor. Her mother's name, let me look here. She was born to King Henry and Princess Catherine of Aragon. Okay, so she was born to King Henry VIII and the Spanish Princess Catherine. Those were her parents. That is her true lineage. She was betrothed to her cousin Charles, even though they never married. Or they did marry and divorced. I believe they never married. And then when I said she was named Princess of Wales, she was named Princess of Wales by her father in 1525. So that's where maybe that Mary Wales name came from in those games. A lot of this has a little bit of basing in the true story of Mary Tudor and why she was named Bloody Mary by the people. So that's kind of the true origins of Bloody Mary. I've included those links, including the link to the Encyclopedia Britannica page. I would trust that over some other sources that I've posted, but I wanted to check out some other links into why people think this is, kind of where these legends came from. So the three methods we had for summoning kind of came from all over the internet from different sources. And I wanted to try out 3 different ways. And I wanted to do that so you could see just how similar but different these things are. And also, I wanted to have something individual for me, Riley, and Caitlin, who are once again starring in this episode. And again, for the foreseeable future, will be starring in every episode. Again, we create such a great spectrum of personalities and belief systems that I think it's awesome, and it provides you guys with a little more range and entertainment. Anywho, I'm gonna stop rambling and stop with all this backstory of Queen Mary, and we're gonna get into this episode. So this is episode 2, Bloody Marys All Around. Enjoy!
There we go. One more. Oh, it's so bright. There we go. All right. Just like that. Sweet. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. This feels so weird. Like, I blink my eyes, but I feel like my eyes aren't blinking in the mirror. It's very odd. My body feels weird. I really don't like this. Okay, so it's my turn. I'm gonna do this a little more elaborately. Got red candles this time. They smell like fall. Makes me want apple pie. Holy shit. Alright. Got my book. Ready to freak out. Turn 12 times and then call out to her. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
Is one of the turns I did on my session of the video. And if you look in that corner where I have circled it, there is some kind of figure that almost looks like a head in my mind, and that is only a towel underneath it. So I can see the towel under it, but where I circled it, that looks like a head to me. But what do you guys think?
Bloody Mary. 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 Ooh, super dizzy. Bloody Mary, I call to thee. Any of that weird camera effect? Okay. If anything, I'm just dizzy. It just makes you hella fucking dizzy. Turn 12 times, called out a 13th. Nothing's good in threes. That's why I had 3 candles on each side. It's weird. And I know for a fact they're gonna knock. I wonder if there's anything in that mirror. There are 2 mirrors in this room, so I was like curious if there was gonna be anything in that mirror. No. Not that I can see. Okay. Oh, shit. Probably keeping actually. Alright. So there's nothing. At least it smells like apple cider. The quintessential white girl. Scented candles. There are some external noises, but I know that's not like... I see what she means by like the freaking mirror. Maybe I was looking at the phone. God, it's so hard to like see in the back of that camera. I almost expect to see something coming out of it, but it's just the towel in the corner. Why is my heart pounding? Maybe because I'm a little bitch baby. I feel like I'm a little bitch baby after this. If you think I'm a little bitch baby, like and subscribe. Fuck, I don't know. This is really weird. I feel a little stupid too, right? The shadow hasn't changed. If anything, I just look fat. Maybe because I am fat. You know what I mean? That's truly the most disturbing thing about this is that I'm fat. That timer should be going off soon. What was that sound? I think it was just the faucet dripping. Maybe there's something in the footage that I'm not seeing. Maybe I didn't quite do this right. We're also trying 3 different ways because of this, so we can like test out theories and like test out different ways because all over the internet there's so many different ways to do this. And I'm gonna talk more about the origins of this later. This is so weird. I'm gonna laugh if something happens to Riley because of all.
So, it's your boy Riley. Okay, so I got my handy dandy instruction manual, my book of spells. Ooh, spoopy. Alright. Turn on the tap. Simple enough. Hot or cold. We'll do both. Maybe Bloody Mary likes it lukewarm. It's a little loud. Alright. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary, I call to thee. We got 2 mirrors. Check this one. Okay. I took your baby. No. Oh, there we go. Got these lovely candles right here too. Aren't these pretty? Smell like apple. Stepped inside. You got like that extra little bit of mirror you can see. Yeah. I feel like this is such a waste of water. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, I call out to thee. Come here often. Ooh, what terrible. Yeah, we'll just turn that off now. No problem. There we go. Better audio. I can soothe you with my sultry voice while I wait to die.
so we just got through 3 different sessions of Bloody Mary. Alright, so let's talk about those. The first session was Caitlin's session, and despite my little blurb of commentary, nothing really happened in that video. We do appreciate Caitlin for powering through her anxiety, although she did express some feelings before the video, during the video, and after the video of being anxious and stiff and feeling strange kind of in her body, and just the entire experience was strange for her. But there are phenomena attached to that are more psychological than anything. Nobody really likes to stare at themselves in the mirror. And she claimed that her arm was getting stiff, but she was holding that camera in the position for a duration of 5 minutes. We had a timer set for each session so that we could try and keep this as uniform as possible time-wise. That way, we were eliminating any weird timing factors. We didn't want to make this super long, which my intro and outro are doing that for us. Anyway, so her video, nothing really happened. And on that note, my video there was one particular scene, which I know you saw. I did stop and point it out to you guys, but there was during one of my turns, not after my summoning, but during my summoning, in the process of it, there was one scene where I freeze framed for you guys. There was a small bar with a small black towel hanging up, but there were no shadows cast above it, and there was, in the left corner of that freeze frame, it looked like a head. It looked like the shadow of a face. There were no details on it because I couldn't quite get that to zoom in, but I did circle it for you and I did point it out for you in the videos. To me, that looks like an anomaly. However, I could be paranoid. I want to see what you guys think, so leave a comment below if you agree with me, or if you have a way to debunk that. Please let me know. Email me, leave a comment below for everybody to see, because if we can get that debunked, then that's great. But I know for a fact that my charger is plugged in on the other corner, and my phone was set up in the other corner, and it's too high. It is above the towel rack. So why is it that it looks like a head? It has the shape of a human head. Anyway, that's really all that happened in my session, though. It was just that one image, and it happened during the summoning, and it could have been the weird shape of the towel because of the freeze frame. So, we'll see what you guys think. We'll see if somebody can take a look at that video and analyze it a little bit more. So, Riley's session, nothing really weird happened in that one either, other than the fact that we are absolute goofballs, and Riley is the goofiest of all of us. After his session, he expressed that there was nothing happened to him. He had no strange feelings. He didn't feel the same way Caitlin did. I didn't even feel the same way Caitlin did. My heart was pounding, but that's just because I made myself super nervous. Riley was the most calm of all of us, and so nothing really happened. Any external noises were his roommate and another good friend of ours who was playing League of Legends in the other room. So that was any external noises there, and there was a baby and his roommate's wife sleeping upstairs. So really nothing going on there. So that's kind of the end of this video. Other than my one anomaly, this experiment proved pretty much the same as episode 1. Nothing really happened to us. I don't know if we're not doing this correctly, but it was kind of just an experiment into the basic summonings that you see every day. Everybody's tried Bloody Mary at least once, right? Not everybody, but people mess around with a Ouija board just to try it out. I want to get into something a little more specific that involves some more practice and research, which is going to be our next episode. Our next episode is going to involve a very particular figure and some actual particular demonic figures. So I will warn you now, before we get that video filming and start publishing that there's going to be some content that might be sensitive to those who are very much practicing Christians. If you don't agree with what we're doing, I do apologize ahead of time. I want to be respectful of all religions, and I want to be respectful of these, even though we're goofballs. We do tend to use humor to hide our anxieties and our fears, especially in my little circle of friends. So, on that note, a big thank you again to Riley and Caitlin for participating in these episodes. It wouldn't be a fun series without you guys. It would just be me sitting here looking like an asshole. So, on that note, I hope you guys enjoy your nightmares. Thank you for joining me for Ouija Wednesday in the House of Spoop. Have a good night.